Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Let's go ahead and just dive into today's module. So if you will go to modules in Canvas. And today's session is titled 8/31/2020 Monday session. Let's go ahead and click where it says, what is the message or the theme, slides 1 through 6. And within that part of the module, you will find, it says Happy Monday for the first part of our lesson. Please go through slides 1 through 6. So as always, follow the lesson slides here. Go ahead and click that. It's going to open up our slides for today. You will need these to complete this module. So let's go ahead and check it out. So here are your do nows. I want you to go ahead. We just opened up the module. Let's go ahead and open up our digital notebook and have our books ready. And let's read our learning target and essential question. So today's learning target, I can define and identify the theme or the message within literary works. So whenever I say the theme or theme, I want you to say the message. It just helps you remember it. And our essential question is, what is the theme and why is it important for me to understand as a reader? Our quote of the day comes from George R.R. Martin. He is the author of A Song of Ice and Fire, which is now more commonly known as Game of Thrones. It says, a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one. So let's talk about theme for a little bit. Today I want to teach you that theme is the message or the lesson about life the author wants the reader to understand. So what is not theme? Topics. Topics are big ideas, but they're not themes. So here's an example. A topic of a book may be friendship, but the theme or the message is what the author is saying about friendship, such as true friendship lasts through life's biggest challenges. So a dead giveaway is that a topic is going to be 1-2 words, right? The theme is a short sentence. It should be a life lesson that you could easily teach a child, but it is a complete sentence, it's a complete thought. So the message or theme never includes plot or summary, but it's a universal message or lesson learned. And what I mean by this is that when you tell me the theme of a story, I don't want to know any parts of the plot. So any of those details, the main characters, events that are happening. Instead, I just want to know what is the message, the lesson the author is trying to teach you through that story. And we're going to practice this. So here's some examples in books we've read or movies we may have seen. So in The Lord of the Rings, an example of theme is power can be corruptive. In Harry Potter, one of the themes is it's important to face one's fears, however big or small. In The Hate U Give, a theme is there's power in overcoming the struggle to balance race and identity. So if you look at these examples on this slide, you'll notice that I haven't talked about any of the main characters, any of the events, where these stories take place. This is just an example of lessons learned within these stories, and I could actually apply them to other stories and my personal life. So that's what I mean whenever I say it's a universal message. We can take it out of context of these stories and it still makes sense. So what you're going to do on your own today is you are going to watch the reading of Please Please the Bees. It's a children's story. It's delightful. It's easy to follow. But theme is a really big idea and it's a really big skill as a reader to learn and to master. And it's a little bit tricky. So we're going to start it with a children's book. So you will watch that. After you watch that, when you look at slide 6, we have a Canvas discussion board. So you'll hop back over to Canvas and you're going to write what you think the theme or the message of Please Please the Bees is. So let's go ahead and hop back to Canvas. And it's right where we left off, right? So after you watch the video, I also embedded it in Canvas for you. You're going to create a class discussion board to try and identify the message or theme of this children's story. So you will write what you think the message or the theme of Please Please the Bees is. Once you have posted your reply, then you're going to comment on at least one classmate's response. Remember, this discussion should be professional, respectful, and kind. So once you've done that, then you can go ahead and click Next in Canvas. And we have an exit ticket. It's going to go along with slides 7 and 8. So it says use slides 7 and 8 to complete this step of today's module. You're going to open up your fiction book you are currently reading and your digital notebook. Looking at slide 7, respond to the exit ticket prompt. So let's head on over there. Slide 7 says, I want you to write your response to this. Based on what you have read so far in your own book, so we're no longer in Please Please the Bees, we're in our own book right now. What is one of the themes or main messages of your book? Or, based on what you have read, what do you predict will be a main message? So if you're not quite sure yet, you can just make a prediction of what you think the theme is going to be or a main message. So, and just a reminder, stories can have multiple themes, multiple messages, okay? So we'll click back over. You might have to look at what you've jotted in your notebook so far. You'll go ahead, hit the red Submit Assignment button, type your response to those questions, then go ahead and submit. And then the last slide, it goes with the blue in Canvas, in the Canvas module. It's just setting you up for your work for tonight. So remember, we should be reading at least 30 pages, starting a new page in our digital notebook to track our reading. I want you to keep jotting and add a new entry to your reading log. Okay, so I should see a new page in your notebook. And in that reading log we set up last week, you're just going to add for today and track your reading. As always, if you guys have any questions, you can just leave a response in today's announcements, or you could email me at dobbs@cfbisd.edu. Happy reading, everyone.